Good day everyone, especially to our instructor, Engineer Shilaida Albiso. So for today's video, I'm going to discuss the lesson 4.3 entitled The Nanoworld Part 2. I am your reporter, June Yu Magellan. So let us proceed now to the learning outcomes of this lesson. So the goal and learning outcomes of this lesson is to differentiate nanoscience and nanotechnology, and also to differentiate nanoscale and nanomaterials. And of course, we're going to talk about those products that made of nano. And we're going also to talk about the benefits and concern of using nanotechnology. But before we continue, we should clear something up. The terms nanoscience and nanotechnology are often used interchangeably, or we sometimes think that they are just the same, but they are in the fact that two are very different things. So let us now proceed to the topic so that we can differentiate nanoscience and nanotechnology. But the question is, what is nanoscience? Nanoscience is an emerging area of science involved the study of materials on an ultra small scale. Take note of that, it is very small, and the novel properties that these materials demonstrate. What does it mean? Nanoscience has the potential to reshape the world around us. It could lead to revolutionary breakthroughs in the field ranging from manufacturing to healthcare. But what is nanoscience? How does it work, and how could it help change our lives? Nanoscience is cross-disciplinary. What does it mean? Meaning, scientists from a range of fields including chemistry, physics, biology, medicine, computing, material science, and engineering are studying it and using it to better understand our world. So, let us proceed now to what is nanotechnology so that we can differentiate the two, or we will know what is the differences between the two. So the question is, what is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology, also sometimes called molecular manufacturing. Take note of that, from the word manufacturing. On the other hand, it is the design, production, and application of structures, devices, systems at the nanoscale. So basically, nanotechnology talks about those manufacturing companies that produce technologies that made of nano. Nanotechnology is helping us to considerably improve, even revolutionize, many technologies and industry sectors, just like information technology, homeland security, medicine, transportation, energy, and even food securities and environmental science. So those are the sectors that working together with nanoscience to produce nanotechnology. So moving on to the next slide. What is nanoscale? The nanoscale is the dimensional range of approximately 1 to 100 nanometers. But what does this really mean? To reach the nano world, you have to go smaller again. A nanometer is about 10 to the power of negative 9, which is 1 billionth of a micrometer, or 1 billionth of a meter. So if we are going to solve the 10 to the power of negative 9, this will give us 1 billion of a micrometer, or a 1 billion of a meter. So that's how this nanoscale small. So this just means that nano is very small. So here is the distinct features of nanoscales. So the first features of nanoscale is 10 hydrogen atoms laid side by side measure a nanometer across. Ibig sabihin, ang katumbas ng 10 hydrogen atoms laid side by side is 7 nanometers long. So the second one is, if you're going to compare our DNA to the nano materials, is a strand of DNA is about 2.5 nanometer in diameter. So come to imagine that our DNA in our body is very small. So pag kinumpara mo yung nano material sa ating DNA, mas may ililipit pa yung nano kaysa sa ating DNA. So ibig sabihin ang nano ay sobrang liit na material. So proceed tayo ngayon sa third feature. While a red blood cell is about 7,000 nanometer wide, so katumbas ng ating dugo ay 7,000 nanometer wide. A human hair is between 50,000 to 100 nanometers thick. So, yes, no? May kalakihan din ng ating buhok. So, if we are going to compare the nano in our hair is way bigger than the nano. While a pinhead is around 1,000,000 nanometers wide. So, yes, sa mga girls, if you are going to compare nano in your pinhead, may kalakihan yung pinhead sa ating or sa nano. A single sheet of paper is around 75 nanometers thick. What does it mean? Ang papel natin is very manipis, sobrang nipis ng papel. May ililiit pa dyan si nano. So let's conclude that nano is super duper tiny. So let us proceed now to the what is nanomaterial. Nanomaterials can also occur in nature. Naturally occurring nanoparticles include smoke, sea spray, and volcanic ash, as well as minerals, soils, salt particles, and biogenic particles. What does it mean? So here is the picture on how these nanomaterials works, or our science and technology studies these nanomaterials through the smokes in our air. So now we are going to discuss those products that made of nano. So here are the products that made of nano in our food security, and of course in the medicine and energy, automotive, environment, electronics, textiles, and of course the last one in our cosmetics. This is very common in the girls. So let's talk about those products in food securities, or those nanotechnologies in food securities. Nanosensor in packaging can detect salmonella and other contaminants in food. So our science and technology produce machines that can detect salmonella and other contaminants in foods. So yes, ibig sabihin no, yung ating science and technology nakaproduce na sila ng mga machines na pwede niyang ma-detect yung mga dumi sa ating mga kinakain. So here is the example of those machines that can detect the bacteria in the foods that we are going to intake. So let us proceed now to the nanotechnologies that occur in medicine. Some of the most exciting breakthroughs in the nanotechnology are occurring in the medicinal field. allowing medicine to become more personalized, cheaper, safer, and easier to deliver. So here is the example of medicines that made of nano. So kung mapapansin nyo, no, yung mga particles sa medicines na ini-intake natin, specifically sa mga amoxicillin, if you're going to break that capsule, then you will see that there are particles inside that capsule. So those are the nano materials. So proceed tayo ngayon sa nanotechnology in energy. Nanotechnology is being used in the range of energy areas to improve the efficiency and cost effectiveness of solar panels, create new kinds of batteries, improve the efficiency of fuel production using better catalysts, and create better lighting system. So this is very common, no? Lalong-lalo na doon sa mga urban or rural areas, or those are remote areas na hindi nakaka-access ng kuryente. So the only way for them to get the energy or the power or to get the light is to use the solar system. So here is the picture. So and another one is sa ating mga oil na ginagamit sa ating motorcycles, sa mga sasakyan. So they are made of nano technology or nano materials. So moving on now to the automotive, or those are the nanotechnologies in automotive. Nano-engineered materials are in a range of products including high power, rechargeable batteries, fuel additives, fuel cells, and improved catalytic converters, which produce cleaner exhaust for longer periods. So just like what I have told earlier, may mga yung mga gasolinahan ngayon, our science and technology, may dinagdag na sila sa mga gas kung saan mas pinapadali nito or mas pinapaganda nito ang takbo ng ating sasakyan, or may additive artificial silang ginamit para doon sa makina ng ating sasakyan, na kung saan may kakayahan nitong linisin yung makina ng sasakyan para mas convenient yung takbo ng sasakyan. So those are the technologies na gi-produce ng science and technologies that made of nano. So moving on now to the environment, or ano yung kinalaman ng nanotechnology sa ating environment. Researchers are developing nanostructured filters that can remove virus cells and other impurities from water, which may ultimately help create clean, affordable, and abundant drinking water. So, yes, sa ating generation ngayon, kung yung mga sa mga bumibili ng tubig, sa mga refilling waters, yung mga tangke dyan na nakikita natin is they are made of nano, no? Kung saan nire-refine niya yung tubig para maalis yung mga viruses or yung mga dirts, para bigyan tayo ng mas malinis na tubig para ating inumin. So this is the machine, no, that made of alkaline ceramic mineral water purifier. Nililinis niya yung tubig, no, para kung saan pinapatay niya yung mga microorganism doon that can cause disease in human health. So those are the products that science and technology produce to clean our drinking water. So let us proceed now to the electronics. Many new screen-based appliances, TVs, phones, iPads, and so on. So this is very basic, no? Kasi In our generation, we are more on the use of the technologies, just like our cell phones, flat screen TVs. So come to imagine, no, if you are going to take a look closer in your TV, or sino yung naka-experience ng nasiraan ng cellphone, if we're going to break that screen, there are liquids inside that screen. So they are made of nanotechnology. Specifically in the LCD of your cell phone, if you're going to break that screen, there will be a liquid. May makikita tayong liquid doon, at yun ay tinatawag na, or yun ay mayroong nanomaterials. So that is the example of nanotechnology in electronics. Sa textiles, nanoscale additives in fabric help resist staining, wrinkling, and bacteria growth. Sa ating mga damit, our science and technology, or yung mga damit natin ngayon, may kakayahan na, or may mga additive artificials dyan kung saan hindi siya dinidikitan ng dumi. May mga sa mga damit na mga expensive, ginawa yan siya ng science para hindi dikitan ng dumi. So yan yung kakayahan ng nanotechnology or nanomaterials that occurs in our clothes. Yung mga, just like sa may mga sapatos tayo ngayon na hindi dinidikitan ng dumi, or hindi siya bumabaho. Yung mga odor ng foods natin hindi tumatalab doon sa sapatos. So yun yung kakayahan ng nanotechnology sa ating mga textiles. And the last one is the cosmetics, no? So nanoscale materials in the range of cosmetics provide functions such as improved coverage, absorption of cleansing. What does it mean? So kung mapapansin nyo, girls, sa inyong mga makeup, they are specifically sa mga powders, they are very small, no? So they are made of nano. Just like another example, sa inyong cleanser or yung toner na ginagamit, no, every gabi, kung saan nililinis niyo yung mga mukha niyo. So those liquids inside your cotton are made or mayroon siyang nano materials. So that is yun yung kakayahan ng nano sa ating cosmetics. So now tapos tayo ngayon doon sa products na ginawa sa nanomaterials, no? So let us proceed now to the benefits and concern of using nanotechnology. So ito na yung kung saan ito yung mga kagandahan na magagandang effect ng paggamit ng nanotechnology, at ituro yung mga disadvantage ng paggamit nito. An initiative called Addressing Global Challenging Using Technology was proposed to accelerate the use of nanotechnology to address critical sustainable development challenges. It was modeled that could help figure out the possible contribution of community in overcoming global challenges that pose risks on health and other aspects of people's lives. So this is very exact, no? Kasi yung ang kagandahan ngayon ng improvement of science and technology is to make the lives of people easier or more convenient, no? Mas pinapadali niya ngayon yung buhay ng mga tao, kung saan ang ating science and technology, they produce some machines or technologies na mas pinapadali yung gawain or trabaho ng isang tao. But somehow, may mga disadvantage din ito. May mga negative impact din ito. Maybe sa ating environment. So, malalaman natin. However, there are concerns that need to be addressed before using and promoting materials derived from nanotechnology. So just like what I have told earlier, nanotechnology is not a single technology. It may become persuasive. So yes, what does it mean? Ibig sabihin, yung nanotechnology daw, hindi yan siya, it always involves studies. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya convenient sa tao kasi pag-aaralan pa yan siya ng science and may mga gagamitin pa dyan na chemicals na kung saan pag magkaroon ng unsuccessful na procedure, maaari itong makasama sa ating lives. Nanotechnology seeks to develop new materials with specific properties. What does it mean? Ang nanotechnology, it always involves studies. So, kinakailangan pa nito ng mga materials, kinakailangan pa ng mga gamit, kinakailangan pa ng mga chemicals bago ka makaproceed sa pag-develop ng mga bagong advanced technologies. Nanotechnology may introduce new efficiencies and paradigms which may make some natural resources and current practices uncompetitive or obsolete. It may be complicated to detect its presence unless one has a specialist tool of nanotechnology. What does it mean? Ibig sabihin, ang nanotechnology or nanoscience involves the study. Ibig sabihin, kinakailangan mo pa yung mga just like microscope. Nabanggit na ito no ng ating first reporter. If I'm not mistaken, he already discussed those microscopes or machines that can detect nanomaterials. So those are the materials that we need in order for us to concept these nano technologies or nanomaterials. And that's the end of this discussion. I do hope that you all learned from this video. Thank you so much and wassalam.